reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Verbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the number 10 seed in the playoff, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. But instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Opening play at the drive, quick throw to the left. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Getting set. There's second down. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Tight end makes the grab. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking for some space. It's Payne. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. Down, the broken tackle produces a solid gain there.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Now it's second down here. Press coverage now from these DBs. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Running play call on 3rd and short. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up 4th down and short.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
needs a completion here on 4th down. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Man, I love to see linebackers in today's game. They're physical enough to be able to be in the box and defend the run because that's their main primary job. But here you can see the athletic ability to be in man coverage and be able to make a play and knock the ball away.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 38. On the ground, it's Payne. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Play number 10 of the opening drive. Can he keep it going here on 3rd and long? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He makes the grab. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
That's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Horned Frogs starting a new series here on 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Payne. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Takes the handoff again. Touchdown, TCU, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of a rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. They'll hand it off. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looking to throw. It's Williams. On the move now. Short pass finds the tight end. Looks like Washington will have the first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Escaping the pressure, moving right. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Washington.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. Looking to throw it on first down. He's looking deep again. touchdown, Washington. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. Here comes the handoff. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
And every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. What a great return. But the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
That was an impressive effort here by the safety to use his speed and effort to get to that football where it was headed. Secondary coaches got to be proud.
Dropping back, it's Williams. Looking for the wideout. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Wants to throw it. And this pass is on target, caught. And he steps out of bounds. A big play, an exciting end to this first quarter. We've got a good one in our hands, which we're hope for in a playoff game as we begin the 2nd period. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
The PAT is good. They go up for touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Play of the drive now from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Big throw caught on the left side. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though. That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
The pass is off target, yet hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. No punt. Offense still on the field, going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. It's Hoover. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will not take over in plus territory.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
And the Washington offense heads back out onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Washington. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. First down and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Breaks an open space. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Hoover. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Second down after that previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Third and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Catch made by the tight end. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, on the completion.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Press coverage now from the secondary. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. He's swarmed by the defense. Offense facing second and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Slams right into a wall. That got him for a loss.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. Fourth and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
So they pass on the chip shot field goal. They're going to go for it. Fourth and goal from the 5. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Timeout, Washington. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. To throw, it's Williams. Bringing pressure. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. The receiver grabs it. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. He makes the recovery, but a little over-eager. May have touched it before it went 10 yards. Penalty flag is down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Off here from the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And the Huskies will crank up the tempo.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback rolling to his right now. With the catch, it's Coleman. Maybe he'll run out of bounds after picking up 2 yards on the play.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Well, they need 8 yards on fourth down to keep this drive going. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. There's contact on the throw. Oh, that one's picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
The first play of the drive now from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking for a gap. It's Payne. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. That play will move the sticks. Set him up first down at the 42.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Breaks free. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Baker. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
And they've got him. So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here, whether they run it or throw it. You get a stop here, maybe a hold.
Touchdown, Texas Christian. They cap the drive with 6 points. Extra point try coming now. The extra point is good. Down by a touchdown, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Coleman. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down play coming up. Keeping it on the ground here. Looks like Washington will have the 1st down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the 1st down.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. He breaks free. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat, but just a short gain on the play.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Scanning the field. It's Williams. Locates the tight end. He's complete. They make the stop at the 47. That's enough for a 1st down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff. Working with the lead. It comes down.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. Past the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Horn Frogs. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. And this playoff game is suddenly tied, Kurt, on, of all things, a defensive touchdown.
Well, you look around the stadium, a bid to get to the national championship on the line, and the momentum switches from one direction to the other. Not just a turnover, but a turnover and a score. And all of a sudden, we got a new game.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Headed to the final quarter of this playoff game, who's going to step up and make a difference here in this pursuit of a national championship? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Williams. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there. The Huskies looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Third down play here out of the shotgun. It's an out route. The catch made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
You call a quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield with the 48.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Looking to throw yet again. He's got it with room to run. Finding space at the 20. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Looking to throw here. Quarterback delivers quickly. A receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it, and they come up with that touchdown.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone, the touchback. Shotgun handoff here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down and the crowd really getting into it. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Important second down play coming up. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the out route. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They make the tackle, but this offense now in scoring position. First down at the 32.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Snags the quick throw. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's an out route. The catch made. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Now it comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? To the air, it's Hoover. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you can go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here.
Touchdown, TCU. This offense really clicking.
What a touchdown by this offense. They're down one now, an extra point away from tying this game up with under 2 minutes to go. To kick the extra point. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25.
is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking for a gap. It's Coleman. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down coming up after that running play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On third down, it's a handoff. What a move into open space. And that gain moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. Washington getting set for the 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it here. Fighting off the defender. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining. Important third down play coming up. This would be a 56-yard attempt if they don't gain anything. To throw, it's Williams. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down. An inside give now from the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Washington. They jump on top now here in the 4th.
What a job by this offense to get this go-ahead score with such little time left. I loved how they managed the clock, managed the situation. They scored, and now you give your opponent such little time to have a chance to come back and tie this game up.
PAT is up and good, leading by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And with time a factor here late in the game, we'll just take a knee and they'll start the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now on the 25. Defense not pressing this time. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. Looking deep for late game heroics. And it falls incomplete, the final play of the game as time runs out. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they hit one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.